Hi, I'm Susan Hogeland. I'm Executive Vice President of the California Academy of Family Physicians, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what we did on your behalf and your patient's behalf last week and what we have on tap this coming week. Our biggest news is the positive outcome of last week's Assembly Health Committee, our patient-centered medical home legislation, SB 393, and our graduate medical education legislation, SB 1416, both passed by comfortable margins. Big thanks go to past President Carla Kakatani, who testified on behalf of both bills, and to our legislative advocate Tom Riley, who shepherded the bills to passage in the committee, as well as to all of our CAFP key contacts who reached out to members of the Assembly Health Committee to ask them to urge support for the bills. SB 393 would define the patient-centered medical home in state law, something that we've been after for the last several years, and SB 1416 would create a graduate medical education trust fund in the state treasury to address the state's primary care physician shortage. Dr. Kakatani reminded the members of the Assembly Health Committee of the importance of having an adequate physician workforce supply now that the health care reform legislation has been upheld by the federal Supreme Court. The next stop for both 393 and 1416 is the Assembly Appropriations Committee, and we'll be spending time this week drumming up support for these important bills. We'll also be continuing our preparations for our upcoming Board of Directors and Strategic Planning meetings. The Board will consider, among other things, the Academy's 2011 audit, which was excellent. While we didn't have a very good financial year in 2011, and honestly we don't anticipate a very good year in 2012, the Board has taken steps to address the budget issues and has moved to revise our 2012 budget and reduce our expenses. I'm happy to say that 2013 looks as if it will pick up again and we'll be back on a good financial track. I believe it's the result, these two bad years were the result of the recession taking a little bit longer to catch up with us because of funding we had in our pipeline in 2008. But when it hits, so we've dealt with it. CAFP's Medical Practice Affairs Committee, which will be chaired by Bo Greaves, will meet on Thursday in Los Angeles and has a very full agenda, including a discussion of coaching services for patient-centered medical homes or for practices transforming to PCMHs, and payment for PCMH services by health plans. Additionally, they'll be talking about leadership roles within ACOs, accountable care organizations, by family physicians. We have two other big events this week. Unhappily, we have to say goodbye to our membership assistant, Cecilia Wyan, who's been with us for the past 2 years and has been the very bright and friendly voice on our phones. Cecilia is going to attend culinary school, and we thank her and wish her all the best. The second big event, which is this coming Saturday, is truly momentous. CAFP Assistant Director of Government Relations, Adam Francis, will be married, and all of us at CAFP wish Adam and his spouse-to-be, Amelia, every happiness. Well, that's it from us here at CAFP. I'm Susan Hogeland, and thank you for listening.